What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. We have a pretty big update, in my opinion, on the Ruger SFAR, or SFAR, whichever one you want to call it. So, we know about customer service with a lot of companies. I won't mention Smith & Wesson or anything like that, but we know it can be somewhat not good sometimes. But Ruger has always had a good reputation for great customer service. Many people always comment about it. I've talked to people in shops about it. I've never actually heard a bad story, a real story, legitimate one, about Ruger customer service. And I can confirm that even farther. So, as I've been dealing with my SFAR problems that you guys have seen, hopefully in the previous videos I've put out, they have worked with me, they've communicated with me more than any company ever has. So, awesome on you, Ruger, for that. And to take it a step farther, they're working on this situation that they have with some of their Ruger SFARs out there. They've taken a look at these problems that people are having with some of the cycling issues between the different settings. There's issues sometimes settling in on a specific setting for a specific ammo. So it doesn't go the same way with everybody's rifle. Some people have issues, some people don't. Sometimes it could be a little bit more with the 16 inches or 16-inch rifle that we've seen. Sometimes not so much with the 20. But regardless of any of that, they've taken a look at the problems and they're going to do something about it. So what they've done is they've adjusted something in their regulator, the gas regulator system. And customer service right now is active on this. This is in effect right now, from what I understand. I've communicated with one of the very higher ups on this project of the SFAR specifically, not just regular customer service. But they are going to be updating the settings situation on new production that's on the line right now. They're going to make some adjustments. I can't speak exactly what the adjustments are. I'm not going to try to repeat it. I'm not that smart. But the bottom line is they're making adjustments, and anybody who currently has a Ruger SFAR, if you're having any issues with it, they will send you a new regulator. That should help make it really easy instead of sending the gun back and forth. The regulator itself is easy to take out. I've taken it out before. So they will send you a regulator to put in there, a new updated one. So that's awesome. They're seeing a problem in some rifles and they're addressing it. That's unlike, I'm gonna go ahead and say it, Smith & Wesson. You know, they have a problem with their M&P 10mm and they just don't address it, they don't admit it, they don't talk about it. It's like it never even happened. But Ruger's doing the right thing and they're going to update the situation and make it better for you. So everybody that might have had a problem, or anybody that might have had a problem, now you might be in some really good hands here with the update. I personally have gotten rid of my Ruger SFAR, that's why you don't see it on the table, but now I'm sad because here's something that could have fixed it. So I'm probably gonna get my hands on another one. It might be the 20-inch, or I might go for another 16-inch. I might go ahead and get back the one that I got rid of, I'm not sure, I traded it off. But the bottom line is that's really awesome. I'm glad to see an update. I hope it works out for everybody. This should be very good news for everybody. And now for part two of where I had messed up, let's talk about the charging handle situation, or what has become the charging handle situation on the bolt catch, bolt hold open, bolt release, whatever you want to call it. So if you did watch the previous videos, you saw that I had problems with the bolt hold open. Since I don't have that Ruger with me, I'm going to use a Smith & Wesson that I have that is covered in cat hair, so excuse that, but I'm going to simulate what was going on. So basically, with the buttstock, I didn't know at the time, somewhat collapsed in, it wasn't at its full extension, the charging handle was hitting the buttstock, causing the bolt carrier group to not fully go back and be able to be latched. So it can happen here on this Smith & Wesson, but something about the Ruger, it wasn't allowing it to happen. So if you go back and you watch those videos again, you will see exactly, I'll try to put a timestamp here or something for you, but you'll see where it happened. So I was having a problem and I was never thinking that it was the charging handle running into the buttstock, because most older buttstocks, I have another example right here, the more mil-spec styles, they have a ramp built into them, and sometimes the charging handles in a lot of rifles, they actually ride just a little bit higher, or it appears that they do. So an example is I can make this one do it by running in, I can make it run into the buttstock. So you see how that happens. And if I shorten it up a little bit more, I can still kind of get it to bump in there just a hair. Eventually it'll ramp off. But with the SFAR, any amount of downward pressure I put on it, because I'm used to not bending them upwards and outwards because I don't want to bend my charging handle, I was hitting that. The charging, or the bolt carrier group, was not going back far enough, therefore it was not locking. So I'm not sure if that caused all my problems, but it could have caused a significant number of the problems. I know that there was one time I set the rifle down and it dropped pretty easily. It dropped the bolt, That could have been because it was just hanging by a thread. And truthfully, I don't even know how the buttstock got like that. Now, in my defense just a little bit, most of my rifles, they will never run into that problem. Just like this, it doesn't matter where this buttstock is, it'll ramp right off of that. You can almost never push it down hard enough. There you go, it kind of does it, but anytime you're actually charging it, it's gonna ramp off. I have a CMMG Mutant. This is the rifle I primarily use, and here's the deal with this. I don't even have a magazine catch and release on this, or a bolt hold open catch and release. So it doesn't matter what I do, I never hold and lock open this one. So in my mind, I wasn't even thinking, I was just going through the motions. So sorry if I created some of those problems. I have to own up to it. If I did that wrong, which I know I did that wrong, sorry. And I think it might have caused a significant number of those bolt catch, hold open manually type of problems. So 2 awesome fixes here for 2 potential problems with your SFAR if you have one. One of them was my goof, definitely, that I caused. One of them is something I couldn't help with the gas system that they have on their rifle. That's a kind of a fluke. It happened from the factory. People call that growing pains sometimes. Whatever you want to call it, it is what it is, but Ruger's addressing it. So, hope you like these kind of videos. Hope you like this video. And until we see you at the next video, stay safe, have fun, and keep shooting.